marriage with different reasons. Some marry to avoid disturbances from family members and peers. Some marry for love, companionship, lifelong commitment, citizenship, immigration, security, legal status, religious beliefs, procreation, financial security, and so on. In fact, for some, it is for what we term baggage transfer.
The only reason they marry is to transfer all their personal and family problems to their partner. When the primary objectives for someone getting married are not met, frustrations and challenges start to arise.
A couple, ISTV Royals, approached us for counseling, and in the course of discussing with them, they were openly accusing themselves of being each other's enemy and for being the source of each other's downfall. The husband accused the wife of being fetish and that she kept going from one native doctor to another. The woman accused him of belonging to a cult, which was the reason why he had so much money, but they could not have children.
It was from one accusation to another. The wife claimed that he slept around and was always infecting her with various diseases. The husband talked about investigating her and finding out gory details about her past, which included her being a stripper and a call girl in another country when she was younger. My wife and I were shocked. Not because of discoveries or things said, as we are used to hearing even worse things, but because these were people who had claimed to love themselves, now struggling to hurt each other, the most with unkind words. The accusations and counter-accusations were from both sides.
My husband and I wondered how their relationship degenerated to that point, because it was obvious that any of them could easily have killed the other person based on the intensity of the hatred that was playing out. Just imagine if either or both of them had died in the process of a heated argument or terrible action or even inaction.
Although we resolved the matter for them after various forms of interventions, including prayers, and they are happy once again, there are some learning points we would like to share.
If you must marry, first ensure that you marry who you genuinely love, and if you are married, genuinely love who you married. Even when there are other reasons, let the primary reason be love. Love your wife with God's kind of love. Anything other than love may not stand the test of time. In marriage, there are ups and downs, sideways, front ways, and back ways. But once marriage is based on true love, all other things will fall into place, and most of the challenges and problems, if not all, will be resolved.
If, however, the primary reason for marriage is based on something else other than true love, you will find all sorts of negative issues like jealousy, envy, diminished or moderated trust, feeling of competition instead of collaboration, picking of faults, excessive nagging and complaining, taking the other party for granted, physical and emotional insecurity, proving stealing from the other partner, cheating, isolation, and indifference on other things that concern the partner pops up.
I recall the story of a car dealer who allegedly did not save his wife from burning because he was so angry. She died, leaving her innocent children behind.
There was also another instance where a wife threatened to jump from many floors, and the husband mocked her into carrying out the threat instead of stopping her. She also died.
Another ISTV Royal recently shared how she withdrew $150,000 on a Friday evening some years ago and securely kept the cash in her handbag at home. She went to the market on Saturday morning, and after identifying and gathering things she wanted to buy, she opened her bag to pay, and behold, the $150,000 cash was not there. Can you imagine the embarrassment? She lived with her husband, just the two of them, and she later found out he had stolen the money.
On another occasion, she came back from work hungry, dished food from her kitchen, and kept it on the dining table before going upstairs to undress. By the time she came downstairs to eat, she found out that their dog had unusually come into the house for the very first time and had jumped onto the table, pulled the food down, and walked away. She was angry, but later noticed the husband went to beat the dog mercilessly.
The dog nearly died, and while he was beating the dog, he was muttering under his breath that the useless dog had messed up his plans. Weeks later, she needed to use her husband's laptop to do some work, and a mail popped out. Out of curiosity, she read the mail and saw a series of correspondences between her husband and another lady. The striking thing was where her husband revealed that their stupid dog had poured away the poisoned food.
She also saw that they had been planning to get married, but needed her dead first. That was when it dawned on her that she was living with an enemy and that her life was at risk. I'm sure in your mind you want to know what happened next. Well, they separated and went their separate ways. If it cannot work, then it cannot work. Safety first.
Listen, your partner has a family and is somebody's son or daughter, somebody's brother or sister. Hence, do not knowingly hurt him or her or plan to do anything that will kill him or her. Before you pull that knife, before you put that poison on the food, before you set that fire, before you pay those hired killers, before you do anything negative, pause, think, don't do it.
If it has reached the extent of wishing your partner dead or planning to kill him or her, then fight for the solution. Marriage is not compulsory. It is not a do or die affair. Neither is it by force.
Let's know in the comment section if you have had any terrible experience in your marriage, or if you know somebody who is going through or has gone through any terrible experience.
Until we come your way next time, know that marriage is not marriage until it is enjoyed and not endured.
Kindly like, click on follow, and also share this video with your spouse, family members, and friends.
God bless you.
Thank you.